before coming here in Australia, I am living in the Philippines, and I am living in the capital, which is the Manila, Metro Manila, in Parañaque City. I am married already, so my wife and I are both working in a casino as a casino supervisor. Usually, most of our time, we're in a week, we're working 5 to 6 days a week. And during our day offs, because in the Philippines there's a lot of big shopping centers, especially in Manila, in the capital. So we always, every day off, we always go there and do grocery shopping, watch movie, window shopping. There's a lot of restaurants, so we try different restaurants. Negative part of living in Metro Manila, because it's a metro, there's a lot of cars and buses and this transportation. The traffic is really bad. Our workplace is just 8 kilometers away from our house, but it took us 40 minutes or even 1 hour just to get to our workplace. If you're using public transport, it will be more, so it will be like 1 hour to 1 hour and a half. So you will be exhausted of the commute, because number one, it's traffic, and then the pollution, and in the Philippines it's really hot. It's hot, and then the humidity is bad as well. So when you travel through a commute, you will be already tired when you get to your workplace. By God's grace, life is good to us in the Philippines. Actually, before coming here, before getting the idea to be an international student here, my wife and I booked a ticket as a tourist here in Melbourne, but accidentally I met the husband of my former co-worker, and I found out that my former co-worker is an international student here in Australia. So suddenly I got interested to become an international student as well. Suddenly I was like excited to know that I can be able to like live here for years and then study, and I can also work. So it's suddenly it excites me. I have some cousins here, and my aunt is here. For me, it is an advantage, because at least I have a family here that we can like go to or guide us when we first came here. So what I did, I messaged my former co-worker, which is, she gave me the requirements, and then I just follow everything. I comply all of the requirements, and then finally we came to a point that we need to launch the visa. So we launched the visa, and praise God, it was so smooth and fast. I was able to get my visa just in 2 weeks. There is a lot, so we need to give up our car. We need to give up our condominium, and then actually that time, both of us, my wife and I, are working as a casino supervisor, as I have mentioned, and we already got promoted as a trainee manager. So it was a good position already as an area manager in a casino. And we still choose and give up, and also yeah, we expect already not to temporarily not to meet our families and friends, relatives in the Philippines. So the first thing I did, I made the research in the internet. So I wanted to learn what is the cost of living here, and what are the modes of transportations. Mostly just research in the internet, and then talk to my cousin, and also to my former coworker. She told me informations about how much is the rent here. She told me that I can be able to work 20 hours a week or 40 hours per fortnight. As far as I know, most of the Filipinos, the citizens of the Philippines, what we know that in Australia, most of the people here are mostly like Western, Western people, like white people, and I didn't know that there's a lot of like different cultural backgrounds. I didn't know about that. I was expecting that. I thought that there's mostly Western people. Filipinos also look Australia as a good country. Economy is good because Philippines is a third world country. So like the expectations is really it's high, because compared to a third world country. For me, I am expecting like a lot of good things, a lot of other sophisticated things here in Australia, and and I think that it's I was thinking that it is a beautiful country. And when the husband of my cousin picked me up from the airport, it was beautiful. The traffic system is so good. Yeah, the houses also are different, and it's beautiful. Mostly I saw like brick houses, and also the roads are left side, unlike in the Philippines, we're on the right side. My cousins just bring me to places like shopping centers. The shopping centers are smaller than, because in the Philippines the malls are really big, are huge, and but it's okay because it's a different country. Yeah, because in the Philippines, where I am used to American English, so at first here in Australia, it's the accent is different, so it's a bit hard for me to understand. Now I'm still adjusting, but it gets better and better. Yeah, so in my workplace, we got different coworkers from different cultural backgrounds, which is nice, because it's a good to know other cultures. We're even though that we have different cultural backgrounds, we can understand each other because of the English, even though we have different accents. COVID-19, yeah, it's quite hard for us, especially that last year my wife and I couldn't work because our workplace, which is a restaurant, we cannot work there because my boss needs to shut down. So we just it's a bit difficult, but the good thing is we got our families in here, so we got friends as well, so praying for us, and also Number one is the Lord is always there, amazingly providing us all our needs. And until this year, yeah, the government include us with financial support. So it was really helpful for us, even though the restaurant that we are working for is shut down. Even though before I used to work in a cruise ship, but it's only like 8 to 10 months, maximum 10 months that I am away from family and friends. And this is the first time that it's been more than 2 years away from our parents, from our relatives and friends in the Philippines. One of my classmates, her her father died. So suddenly I get sorry. Her father died during the COVID time. So it's quite hard for her because she can't go back to her own country to at least see her father, like to attend the funeral and this. So yeah, it's really hard. And then my other classmates that don't have family here and don't have these fellowship groups, they're being they are longing to go home to have a vacation in their own countries. It's really hard for them because they're thinking about if they go home and then they cannot go back here because the border is closed. So they don't want to, and also they're afraid also on risking to travel. They're afraid of the virus that they may catch. But we are blessed here because the health system and how do you call this, the cases are lower compared to our country, Philippines. For me, number one is pray for them. Even though you're far away, you can chat with them, like online. Even though just chat or text message, I think it will be helpful, especially those international students who doesn't have family here. And also, just like other organizations are doing their free food, there's free groceries, and then financial assistance as well. They like this community is gathering a fund and then to support the international students. It is really helpful. There's no small things when you're helping. It's really a big help for us.